layout share for you for the month of February. This is mostly how to kill a kit with style with a few extra things just added in there. So my kit for the month of February was this, let me pull it, this paper pad. I had just a scrap of black cardstock that I thought I would throw in there in case I needed it. And then I had a few of these little stickers. These came from Dollarama, so I did put a pretty good dent in them. I feel like the ones that are left over, like these ones here, have to do with marriage, and you know, they're the really lovey love ones, so they'll get used up eventually. And then I was working through my crepe paper pack, so I think I've done pretty good. I used quite a few of the papers. I feel like I pulled out a lot of 12 by 12 papers. I do have lots of scraps left over, but that's okay. I feel like I've been cutting this one up quite a bit and using it as scraps rather than using it as full pieces. I kept a lot of these just where they attach into the paper pad, like where the manufacturer strip would be. And I've used quite a few of those as scraps. I have these two pieces here, and then I think I have only one piece of each pattern left. I don't think I have more than one. So I guess you could say, oh, except maybe this one. I have both of those, but I think you could probably say I'm halfway through, comfortably halfway through this pad, which is pretty good. You know, I don't tend to use up my paper pads, so I feel like I'm putting a good dent in this one. So that's everything that I have left over, and then I'll show you all the layouts I've created. So this first layout was created for Janet Fritz's 1,000 subscriber YouTube hop that we did to help her celebrate that big milestone. So all of these little layered papers and this background paper come from my kit from out of the Hello Love paper pad, and then I did some watercolor here. The little embellishment bits come from the Chamel big sticker, American Craft sticker book, and these are from Close to My Heart. These black pieces here are from Close to My Heart. All the sequins are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and the wood veneer comes from Dollarama. So this was a really fun layout to put together. I love how it turned out. This was for everyday inspiration. So again, all my little layers behind my photo and this background paper, that all comes from my kit. You could probably say that the Chamel and Maggie Holmes sticker books were part of the kit. They're kind of part of every kit because I'm working my way through them, but that's where all these little stickers came from. And then the tags were just in my stash. I actually used them to clean up the paint that I had coming down, and so I thought they turned out really pretty, so I went ahead and added them into the layout. And the black background I already had done with the white on it, and so I wanted to get that used up too. That's kind of been what I'm doing lately, is really just pushing myself to use up all my scraps, all my half-started projects that, you know, I'll do some mixed media just to have something to do that day, or I want to experiment with something and then I put it to the side. I really want to get all of that used up. So this was a lot of fun to put together. I don't know if it's my favorite layout I've ever created, but it was definitely a lot of fun to put together. I love the sequins and things like that. This is one of my favorite layouts from February. I love this one so much. So this is not using my kit. This is for my Wild Whisper design team, using my fantastic, fabulous friend Jen's collection called Home is Where the Wi-Fi Is. And this paper already has the coffee cup, and then throughout the collection there were some other coffee cups, so I cut them out. I added the little sleeves to them, and just, I love how this one turned out. So one of my faves. I created this layout for She's Crafty's mini paper pad class. So the kit that I had was the 6x6 paper pad from Amy Tangerine. I actually kind of threw 2 of them in there because I have 2 paper pads and they work pretty good together, so I was hoping to kind of get them used up. And then this background paper actually has all 6 of these pieces. It's one piece of paper. If I flip it over, you can see on the other side as well. Whoops. So I left it as one piece of paper because the sketch for that day was sort of one background paper with these strips and then the circles, and I thought this would still work really good. It adds lots of color and fun prints and stuff like that, and got lots of the paper pad used up. This one was also for She's Crafty's mini paper pad class. Shannon had a class that she put together that was a 10-week long class, getting us using up all of those mini paper pads that we have. So this one, you can see here, the papers that I'm using are all 6x6. This one was using mini papers from my Scrapbooking Cards Today sampler packs. So I can't remember who the manufacturer is. I think it could have been Crepe Paper, Maggie Holmes, something like that. But I pulled all that out. Again, you can see all these little bits are from my sticker sheet, and this one was also really fun to kind of put together. I like the challenge of multiple photos because that's not generally something I do. So we follow sketches every week, and that really helps me to kind of break out of my single photo shell. This layout was put together for Miranda's Love is in the Air hop that we did on Valentine's Day. So I was kind of inspired by all the hearts that we've been seeing lately that are done with the flowers, fussy cut flowers and ephemera piece flowers. I went ahead and did mine with hearts. Most of these hearts are cut out of a piece of paper from Simple Stories, but then there's also these hearts here, which come from the kit, my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and then I threw in a lot of stickers and chipboard pieces from the stickers and chipboard that you saw that were also part of my kit, and this I know goes right there. I just love how this turned out. Oh, the background paper was also from the kit as well, and I think this turned out just so nice. This layout was done for the Confessions of a Paper Addict second birthday hop that we did to celebrate her cut files. They're all on Etsy. I can leave the links down below for you. The cut file I used was the birthday one. All of them did have the little birthday balloon strings, but I cut them all off and I backed them with different papers from the Simple Stories Snap birthday collection, and then I filled them all in with crystal effects to give them that kind of shiny, balloony look. This layout was created for Off the Board, so I was inspired to scrap lift another layout, and this paper here, those came from the Hello Love collection, and then I used a ton of wood veneer to create my little section here, which from the original layout was all flowers, but again, it was Valentine's Day, so I thought the hearts would be fun. All the little background papers that I used to layer behind my photo all came from the kit as well. This is another mini paper pad class layout that I put together. So this is using the papers from the February Scrapbooking Cards Today sampler pack, which is all Pink Fresh Studio, and it's their sort of COVID or quarantine collection, and so I'm documenting the kids all kind of finding their little nook to be home to do school and stuff like that. So this was lots of fun to put together because using the 6x6 papers, you really kind of had to figure out the dimensions of everything because you didn't have any papers that could span all the way across the way it does in the sketch. I love the colors in this one too. This is a 2-page layout that I created for Stretch the Sketch. There we go. So again, that's using a sketch. It had these sort of crosshatch pattern in it, so I kind of put that on both corners. And then all the little papers that are here are from my kit, and the stickers and this, they're all from Maggie Holmes. This one was kind of fun to put together too because I didn't want each page to look like it was a perfect match or a perfect mirror to each other. So I kind of created this page first, took this paper and kind of had those two going across both pages, but then all the other elements, even though they're the same, they're in different sizes, different dimensions, they're placed in different positions. The pictures aren't all placed the same way, and so it was great for using up those little scraps and kind of tucking them in wherever I could fit them. And then the last layout that I have here is another Wild Whisper Design Team layout using their 6 Feet Apart COVID collection to document this meme, which was possibly inspired by me running out of adhesive, but also using up a bunch of my basic gray cardstock alphas, which is really great. And now I've put these into my kit for March because I really want to get them all used up. So this was kind of fun to make because it's just very simple and, you know, again, using a lot of scraps because I don't have much of this collection left over. So it's kind of piecing them together and seeing how you can get them to fit together and kind of create one whole layout out of just a few bits of paper. And then for the Pocket Page Roundup series that I do, I pretty much finished the month of February of 2019 with my kit. So let's see if I can get, I've got this page here. So you can see I cut a lot of the papers down to create the cards. This is from that sticker pack. This is from that sticker pack. I've got this side, and then this third side here. So I do monthly instead of weekly, so my month of February we usually don't do a lot. It's pretty cold here most times, and so I usually only get the three pages, so I don't mind using the same paper pack or the same kit to do all 3 of those pages. It kind of connects them all, but it doesn't have to be very Valentine's-y. This to me isn't Valentine's-y at all kind of thing, so I think it works out really good. And then the last thing that I did was for the memory lane hop that we did. So I created this little spread for my traveler's notebook inserts that is documenting our pandemic. And this is using the In This Together collection from Close to My Heart. So none of it is from the kit, but this is actually my kit for March. I had just gotten it, and so I really wanted to play with it a little bit. The colors are so fun. So this was for that hop, and it was basically just sharing about an event that happened in your life and kind of talking and elaborating and journaling a little bit more about it. So that is all of my creations for the month of February. If you have any questions, please leave them for me down below. And please follow along in How to Kill a Kit with Style. You can put your own kits together and, you know, work away throughout the month and see how much of it you can get used up and killed. That is so much fun. So if you do that, let me know down below. I'd love to see what your kit is made up of. And that is all for me, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.